A new contender in the Alabama governor race has emerged in the form of former U.S. Senator Doug Jones. His campaign confirming Jones filed the necessary paperwork to officially kickstart his campaign, joining an already crowded election. I spoke with Democratic leaders in the state who reacted to the announcement on Monday.
I am running for governor of Alabama.
Former U.S. Senator Doug Jones is officially joining the race to become Alabama's next governor. The name is familiar to many Alabamians. He's the last Democrat to hold a statewide seat as senator from 2018 to 2021, winning in the 2017 special election to fill the vacancy. Jones was also appointed as a U.S. attorney for North Alabama in the late 1990s. We spoke to Alabama House Minority Leader Anthony Daniels, who says the announcement brings excitement.
I think that it will energize the base of Democrats throughout the state of Alabama. It will certainly help with the down ballot and those individuals that are incumbents in the House and the Senate. It will certainly help those individuals in their elections. You have to have the infrastructure, be able to put together a campaign, and he's successfully done that before. And so I think that is exciting to be able to have someone at the top of the ticket that will be able to drive turnout.
We also spoke to Alabama Democratic Party Chair Randy Kelly, who's had his differences with Jones in the past, but he says those would be put to the side to support whoever earns the Democratic nomination.
We have not had the best relationship in the world, but on the other hand, this has nothing to do with him being governor of the state of Alabama. The person that wins, we're going to support them 100%.
So where does the race currently stand? Jones joins a long list of governor candidates, including current Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. Flashback 5 years ago when Tuberville challenged Jones for the senator seat and won. His comms director also taken to X Monday afternoon, writing, "Last time Doug Jones ran against Coach Tuberville, it didn't go well for Doug." The Post continued to say this race is already over, but if Comrade Doug wants to get blown out again, be our guest. And former Senator Jones adds their campaign will quote-unquote officially kick off in December, steamrolling to the Alabama primaries in May.
I'm grateful that the court ended the case against me, which was a prosecution based on malevolence and incompetence.
A federal judge has dismissed the indictment against former FBI Director James Comey, accused of lying to Congress 5 years ago, and New York Attorney General Letitia James, accused of mortgage fraud. Both had pleaded not guilty to the charges, which James today called baseless. The court ultimately ruling the appointment of Lindsay Halligan as interim U.S. attorney in these cases was unlawful because she wasn't confirmed by the Senate. The White House disagrees.
But the Department of Justice will be appealing very soon, and it is our position that Lindsay Halligan is extremely qualified for this position, but more importantly, was legally appointed to it.
Halligan, a former White House advisor, was selected for the role after the Trump administration pushed out the previous interim U.S. attorney amid increasing pressure to bring cases against Comey and James.
The Justice Department failed to take the steps necessary after the 120 days of her interim appointment ended to make her a lawful U.S. Attorney General. So this is not a shocking decision by this court, and in fact, I would say it was anticipated.
Comey and James's case were dismissed without prejudice, meaning the cases could be refiled. But the court acknowledges that for Comey, such a move may not be possible since the statute of limitations for his charges has passed. I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
With your certified most accurate forecast, this is a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert.
And a very good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Today is, in fact, going to be a Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day. Now, that Weather Impact Alert Day is probably going to run through about 12 or 1 o'clock this afternoon. We are talking about the chance for some strong or marginally severe thunderstorms to develop across the area. Now, that threat remains very conditional in that there's a chance that it could happen, but there's also a really good chance it does not happen. In order for it to happen, we need to destabilize between initial rain this morning and the line of showers and thunderstorms that's going to move through the Tennessee Valley this afternoon. If anybody actually ends up seeing severe weather, the best chance for that to happen is going to be across far northeast Alabama, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties. If anybody's getting on the school bus this morning, grab a rain jacket, grab an umbrella, probably going to need it. You'll need it as you head out the door for work. Allow yourself a couple of extra minutes. We're probably going to be talking about a little bit of rain. I cannot imagine, maybe more kids than I think are getting on the school bus this morning. Wonder about tomorrow, too. 62 at 7 o'clock this morning, 63 at 8, 65 by 9 o'clock, 67 degrees by the time we get to 10 a.m. Once we get into the later part of the morning, now we're talking about more thunderstorms that are going to begin to develop across the area. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s and lower 70s this afternoon. Most of that warming is going to be done after the rain. Then as we head into the evening, temperatures steadily kind of begin to fall off through the mid 60s into the lower 60s as we head into the later part of the evening. Eventually, we'll begin to lose a lot of the cloud cover as well. Now, as we begin to lose that cloud cover, temperatures are going to fall off as we head into the overnight. We're dropping into the upper 40s and lower 50s. And then we'll be much cooler as we head into your Wednesday. But Wednesday is going to be quiet across the Tennessee Valley. I'll show you that in Futurecast. So if you're going to be traveling, if anybody's traveling into you, don't foresee any problems. If anybody's going to be flying into you, Wednesday is going to be quiet. So I don't foresee any problems here. I don't foresee any problems. Birmingham, Nashville, Atlanta, all of the airports that are near here. I know Chattanooga is actually only like 2 hours away. So maybe some folks will be flying into Chattanooga. We are going to be cooler on Wednesday, though. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 50s. And as I'll show you in just a second, we're going to be even cooler than that as we head into your Thanksgiving. So here's Futurecast as we head into the early part of the afternoon, later part of the morning, early into the afternoon. Cold front beginning to develop across the Tennessee Valley. Line of showers and thunderstorms out ahead of this cold front. If we actually manage to destabilize this morning, then there is a chance that these showers and thunderstorms directly out ahead of this cold front are going to pack a bit of a punch. What am I talking about? Some additional heavy rain, just in case we totally didn't get enough last night, and we got a lot of rain last night. We would get some gusty winds within this, maybe some gusty damaging winds, enough to prompt a severe thunderstorm warning or two. And then if everything sets up perfectly, and there is a very low chance that this is going to happen, but if everything actually manages to set up perfectly, we would be talking about an incredibly low, non-zero threat of an isolated tornado. The greatest chance for anything severe is going to be across northeast Alabama. Cold front moves through. We begin to really dry out and clear out as we head into the overnight, early into your Wednesday morning. If you're still going to be going to work Wednesday morning, no problems there. Again, we lose the cloud cover as we head into the afternoon. So if anybody's going to be traveling into you, whether that be by car or plane, well, we're not going to have any problems as we head into Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening for that matter. As a matter of fact, smooth sailing Wednesday night early into Thanksgiving. But like I said, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, going to be much cooler. Plenty of sunshine both Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but we are going to be so much cooler. 48 degrees on Thanksgiving. That's all the better we're going to do. 48 degrees. Plenty of sunshine on Black Friday. 46 on Black Friday. Now, we're going to be much cooler than that in the morning. We're probably going to start off Black Friday in the upper 20s and lower 30s. Iron Bowl. Are you going down to Auburn this weekend? A mix of sunshine and cloud cover. Temperature's going to be in the mid 50s. Probably going to want a jacket, but otherwise this is not bad. 56 degrees for the Iron Bowl. Have a good look at the next 7 days. Your Fox 54 Weather Impact Alert Day today, 71. Be sure to stick to my Facebook page. Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman will have all the updates there. 58, 48, 46. Plenty of sunshine. Wednesday, Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Here locally, if you're going to be staying here to watch the Iron Bowl, 53 degrees. Probably not going to be the greatest day to watch the game outside, but 53, not bad. There's your Black Friday. I want to go back to Black Friday because I said we were going to start off cold. 28 degrees. That is the low temperature I have on Black Friday. And I know a lot of people are beginning to go out shopping incredibly early again. My wife and I did last year. It was honestly a lot of fun. It's going to be cold. 57 on Sunday. Rain chances build back into the Tennessee Valley Sunday, Monday of next week. 60 degrees by the time we get to next Monday. Stick around to Fox 54 Plus. Got more weather and traffic updates coming up.
Fox 54 got an exclusive chance to speak with Congressman Dale Strong today and hear from him about recent events surrounding the relocation of U.S. Space Command headquarters to Redstone Arsenal. The state of Colorado has filed a lawsuit against the federal government looking to stop the move of Spacecom HQ to Redstone Arsenal. Congressman Strong tells us he views the move as just a part of the relocation process.
It's part of the process. I'll put North Alabama against anybody, Redstone Arsenal, and I think the 21 categories that were evaluated show where the best location is for Space Command. This should not take long at all, but if you look at what's transpiring right now, this right here is the last-ditch effort. But again, let's do what's right for national security, and I think this shows once again that Redstone Arsenal is the #1 and the preferred choice.
And we also asked Congressman Strong about the meeting that happened this past week at the Department of War to accelerate the process of relocation. Strong says he believes we could see movement at Redstone sooner rather than later.
I think Secretary Hegseth understands what we've got to do to make this program move forward. We're several years behind schedule because of all the delays that have occurred. President Trump has said to move forward. Hegseth understands it. And the people, when they come to our area, we've heard nothing but positive remarks related. So there's already people that have relocated at this point, with a lot more to come soon.
And we will make sure to keep you up to date as we learn more about the relocation of Space Command to the Tennessee Valley.
Thanksgiving travel is taking off. AAA forecasts a record-setting holiday period between today and Monday.
In 2025, we've seen 8 of the top 10 busiest days in TSA history. We'll probably get a 9th and a 10th when this weekend comes and goes.
AAA projects almost 82 million people will venture at least 50 miles from home. That would beat last year's record. The association predicts almost 90% of people will drive, about 6 million will fly, and less than half that will choose other transportation. The FAA expects today to have the most flights of this holiday period. And
Thanksgiving week and Christmas week as well typically do see higher disruption rates.
Some issues are coming up already. The FAA says a problem with an air traffic control frequency caused a ground stop in Dallas yesterday. Near Seattle, a pipeline leak is limiting jet fuel supplies.
Her flight got rerouted and delayed. She has to take a stop in Alaska because of the fuel line thing. She thought it was very inconvenient. I mean, she has to be on a flight for an extra 6 hours or something.
As air travelers plan for possible disruptions, the Transportation Secretary also wants them to consider how they dress. He suggests nicer clothes could make for nicer passengers.
Let's try not to wear slippers and pajamas as we come to the airport.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
I heard you calling on the megaphone.
Taylor Swift fans are still calling for The Fate of Ophelia. The tune from Swift's album The Life of a Showgirl is #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for a 7th straight week. It's the first song to spend its first 7 weeks atop that chart since BTS's Butter in 2021.
In this year's Lydia Celebrates America, I set out to celebrate volunteers.
Food guru Lydia Bastianich's latest special spotlights everyday Americans whose generosity and food unites communities, strengthens bonds, and enriches lives. Lydia Celebrates America, A Nation of Neighbors premieres Tuesday on PBS.
The Oilers had come up with a brand new head coach that nobody ever heard of, Bum Phillips.
Just a nickname, not a description.
The coach who gave a booming 70s Houston an NFL team worth cheering for gets a documentary. Love Ya Bum goes beyond the cowboy hat and charisma to show how his devotion to his players made him a beloved figure and changed the game. The doc debuts Tuesday on digital platforms. In Hollywood, I'm David Dandy.
Standing ovations making its long-awaited return to Treasure Island after 2 years away, because Hurricane Helene in Milton made last year's event impossible.
Well, it's been a challenging year for all of us at the city and then for all of our people here, our residents, our businesses, and so to bring this event back, it was a challenge even to get some sponsors because they're all struggling.
Dan Doubleday has been running Standing Ovations for over 15 years, but he's also a local, so putting this event on this year means a little bit more.
It's so important to us. I don't know how we could do it on this island without it right now. We really need it.
And this event is always held around Thanksgiving, and that reason is to bring more foot traffic during the slow season ahead of the holidays.
It's such a financial boost before Christmas that, it's become a very, very important thing to this island.
And so as the thousands flock to Treasure Island, local vendors are telling me this is exactly what they needed.
It's been hard, and to see everybody just having fun and enjoying and, coming to the beach, and the weather has been amazing for everybody.